All right, welcome to SC Custom Designs, where you never know where my face is going to show up. All right, so essentially what we're doing is piggybacking on the back of the Bandsaw box series. So I made this quite amazing, I would say so myself, a little biased. Bandsaw box, don't be fooled by the part box. Bandsaw, definitely. Every part of a bandsaw box is cut out from a bandsaw. And so please follow that series. That series is from the very beginning where I'm picking out wood. The example is I found a table on the side of the road, brought it home, cut it up into pieces like deli meat, put the four corners of the pieces together and made a bandsaw box. So please follow that series. I linked them together so for your convenience. Then you might wonder, what do you do with the wasted pieces? There's pieces that come out of that just sort of get tossed by the wayside. So I've been putting to the side pieces like this from previous boxes. This came out of a 4x4. Actually, this is two 4x4s joined up. And I just have it sitting for a year or so for such a time as this. I'm going to take you off the mount. I forgot that I needed to do that. Sorry, y'all on the big TVs. Because I wanted to show you the pieces that are left over from the bandsaw box that I'm making at the moment. And it's these pieces here. Look how interesting they are. So I'm going to pick this one, and I'm only going to show you how to do one. You can look at my videos. There's, I don't know what I'm up to here, 600-700 videos, and you'll see a variety of subjects that I cover. Okay, so you'll see how to make real simple ones and more fancy ones. That's the latest ones. So here's an idea what you do with the chunks of wood. So this chunk of wood that's been lying around your shop, you may have thrown it away. I made little trays, or whatever you want to call them, units. You just, not too hard to finish these guys up quickly. And then you can sell them at your craft shows. That's really what I like to do. It's our side business. SC Custom Designs is our side business. QA software guy in the daytime. So at any rate, yeah, here is the piece, the table. So four pieces glued up, and I made a bandsaw box out of that guy. Here are the 4x4s that you can buy at your local lumber store. I'm going to glue these up. I did a quick episode on planing them, or maybe I didn't. You've seen all that stuff before, I'm sure. But here we are. We're taking the waste chunks, and we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to demo for you how to do that. I have an 1/8 inch on here. What is this guy here? 3/16 blade. Just put them on. Look up the series on how to change the bandsaw blade. So I just switched that blade out real quick. What a handsome guy. All right, so let's set you down. Again, I apologize for y'all on the big TVs. Jostling you about. So let's get to it. Essentially, when you're making these units, what you have to do is cut off the fronts and the backs, set those aside, then you're going to put them up like this, and we're going to cut out the middle, cut out the outside of the unit. So we'll show you how to do that. Now it does help to take a pencil and just sort of, well, first of all, draw across some kind of line so you can follow it. Okay. Now I want to say, be generous with how thick your ends are, because you'll find that you'll do a lot of sanding that will otherwise eat into the parts, and then they're not going to go together. That being said, know that when I cut this piece out and this piece out, you'll notice that I'm not setting a fence up. It really doesn't matter, because this piece is going to go right back into this piece because it was cut from itself. That's the whole awesome part about bandsaw boxes, okay? Then let's get on with it. Definitely have ear protection. And take your time. This is a sharp blade. If you watch the series, you'll notice I had to go really, really slow because I had a dull blade on there. Sharp blades are a good idea. And this is 4 teeth per inch, which is really superb for doing work like this. Are you going to get more lines that you got to sand out, so on and so forth? Yeah, all right, no big deal. Alright, so don't be frightened by some of those noises you heard. Basically it was going through really soft areas and etc. These types of things. The grain wasn't so tight. So now it's as simple as this. You're going to take those pieces, put them back where they came from, the right way. And it really helps if you have them the right way. Okay, he goes this way, and I'll tell you what, my friends, this is going to be very appealing and sellable to the people that bought the bandsaw box that you cut out, because this is the solid block that came from it. Okay, they might think that's pretty cool. All right, so hopefully you're able to see that, and so there you go. I am going to take all these blocks and turn them into something that otherwise would have been thrown in the garden. Thank you for watching SC Custom Designs. Take you out the mount so you can have a closer look. Really wasn't sure what you were going to see up there. And here it is. How super awesome is that, my friends? So if you're following my series, you're going to know exactly where that solid block came from. Now you can go to the next level, and I'm probably going to cut another one out of this. Now this type of blade, 4 teeth per inch, is pretty crude and rough. You saw what quick work it made of it. And the other thing that it's doing is it's not burning, the blade isn't getting hot from all of the dust that builds up in there. Also note that I'm using what they call the Carter stabilizer. Turn one of these blinding lights off, or maybe two. That really helps you to make a turn on a dime, called the Carter stabilizer. I did get to meet Mr. Snodgrass, I'm getting his name wrong, really fine gentleman in woodworking, and I got to meet him in Secaucus, New Jersey, and he allowed me to video him and me greeting each other, and please follow him. I want to get some shouts out also to Oh boy, wish I could remember all my subscribers, but the folks that do stuff like me, and have small shops, oh man, and I wish I could remember. So that was a waste of your time, sorry. But just support the other channels that are out there doing woodworking. I have a letter, which is a sheen. How many recognize that? That's the Hebrew letter sheen, because I made these things called, well, I cut the word shalom out, and I sell those at my shows. Again, you're in SC Custom Designs, the woodshop. Continue following the series. We'll probably pop this one in there because I did mention that I would take the scrap pieces, which is really these pieces here. And these are older ones. So I'm just going to get busy. I have a show coming up the end of September. The last one of 2019. I only did 2 in 2019 because I had to paint my house and do all kinds of other things. And the good news is that we are well ahead of schedule on some of those to-do lists, honey-do lists, we call them, right? Thanks for watching. Please continue watching the series. Take care. God bless. Shalom v'chai to all the subscribers around the world. And thank you for joining my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell, and you will get a notification that we're doing another video. Thanks. Bye. God bless.